Well, good morning, class.
Good morning, Mr. C.
Let's see, I'm looking for somebody that can tell me the promise. Evelyn, do you know the promise?
No talking when I'm talking.
That's right, thank you, Evelyn. And now I'm seeing if there's anybody that knows the rules. The rules. Dorothy, do you know the rules?
Rule number 1 is if you talk, we don't talk, and if you talk, you won't talk.
That's right, that's right.
And do I go all of them?
No, just one. Now we'll give somebody else a chance. Is there somebody else? Oh, Mandy.
If we want a sticker when we leave, we say please. If we don't, we say no, thank you.
That's right. We use our manners here. And our last rule, Cindy.
Treat others the way that you want to be treated.
That's right. In this classroom, we treat others the way we want to be treated. All right. Well, today, fellow teachers and staff, we're going to be honoring the retirement of the Burlington Elementary counselor for the last 11 years, Mr. John Cottenmyre. In all honesty, finding the right words to honor Mr. C is difficult. He truly has such a great sense of humor and is so witty. It seems difficult to watch his way with words. Suzanne, do you remember the rule? Can somebody help? That's right, no talking when I'm talking. If you have something to say, raise your hand and I'll call on you, okay? All right, so like I was saying, it seems difficult to match his way with words. But on a serious note, what I know about Mr. C after working with him for the past 6 years is that he is a great right-hand man. Receiving a new boss isn't always an easy thing to do, but he welcomed me every step of the way, made sure we talked about turf, and developed an easy and meaningful working relationship. He may be slightly OCD and uncomfortable with my random, less structured ways. Excuse me, ladies, do I need to have somebody give you a reminder of the rules? Evelyn, can you give them a reminder of the rules?
No talking when he's talking.
And what else?
Treat others the way you want to be treated.
That's right, thank you. Treat others the way you want to be treated. Thank you. All right, so like I was saying, he may be slightly OCD and uncomfortable with my random, less structured ways, but I know I appreciate all the ways he has supported me. But observing in his classroom really speaks volumes. Students come in to have their weekly guidance lessons, and he starts with the famous pledge and rules and goes on and frequently tells the story of a younger JC. Kids are instantly mesmerized by the stories he told, and they were very relatable for them as well. I was always in awe of how he could come up with a story relating to his younger self that caught and kept their attention and tied to the learning standards. Mr. C is a people person, and I would venture to say he always has been. He knows every student and their parent, and for many of them, what they drive. After a few years greeting in the morning at the Hug and Go, he always knew little tidbits and facts about kids to strike up a conversation and make them feel uniquely special. Excuse me, Lori.
Teacher.
Do I need to find a different seat for you?
Teacher, I found this at the table. What's this picture? What
excuse
is
me.
that? It says growing up.
I'm gonna have to take this from you right now, and you can discuss that later with Mrs. Long in her office.
Thanks, Jennifer.
Now, did you need a new seat, or are you gonna be able to manage there?
Treat others the way you want to be treated.
That's right, thank you. Like I was saying, Mr. C, he always knew little tidbits and facts about kids to strike up a conversation and make them feel uniquely special. In sharing the news of his retirement with alumni of his previous district, this was the message I heard back loud and clear. Things such as, he was awesome. He even developed a relationship with my dad and still ask about him when I see him. Or, he is an amazing person. Every time I run into him, he still knows who I am, and it's been so many years since he was my counselor. Certainly, Mr. C filled many roles during his time at BES. Nurse Lori recalled the many alter egos John presented for the annual bloodborne pathogen skits, such as Uncle Si, a game show host, and the little boy on the playground in Charlie Bit My Finger. Mr. C was also known as the one who might be where teachers go to vent and let off a little steam, provide some stress relief to the SIT team by bringing the moon pies, but mostly providing comic relief in his own way to each of us, or to all of us, every day during the CLP with his daily jokes. He knows more song lyrics than I have ever heard of, can quote movie lines like no other, and is full of all sorts of general trivia. There is no doubt if anyone makes it to Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, this guy should definitely be on your first pick for phoning a friend. And now,
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome our special guest as they present the top 10 list of what will be missed the most working with Mr. C. Here's number 10.
Ties. Who will we ever look at for wearing all these fashionable ties?
Here's number 9.
Seinfeld moments. Who will I be able to enjoy a laugh with about something that happened on an episode of Seinfeld? Like, who else is going to understand why I might be dancing like this?
Here's number 8.
Plain chips. Who is going to lurk and shop at the vending machines looking for just the plain chips?
Here's number 7.
Duties. Who will Mrs. Long ever get to do all of those duties? Hug and go, lunchroom duty, bus duty. Not me.
Here's number 6.
Reese's Peanut Butter Cups. Who is going to hand out these on all those special occasions? And even more so, when you're having a really bad day, who's going to get into their private stash to give you one?
Here's number 5.
Hallway emojis. Who is going to decorate the hallways with these fun, creative emojis?
Here's number 4.
Pop-Tarts. Who is going to fill the staff lounge with the wafting scent of Pop-Tarts in the morning?
Here's number 3.
the weekly FFFR. Who is going to send me the almost always witty Friday Fun Food Report?
Here's number 2.
The boys talk. Who's going to present this such important information to the 4th grade boys? Who's going to pass out the brown bag? Who is going to tell them not to turn to page 14 and look at the picture? What am I going to do? I guess Mr. Morris is my next option.
And here is number 1 on our top 10 list.
Glitter surprise. Who on earth do we know that we can do a glitter surprise to, but will deny it ever happened, but yet pick up glitter for days, weeks, and months?
I feel like I need to detail the FFFR, which was referred to a little earlier. A few years back, John got the privilege of being the person that inherited the task of passing out our weekly backpack food bags. This program requires detailed reporting each week with the number of bags distributed, along with the number of bags left. Early in taking this job on, in my inbox, I would find an FFFR report. This wasn't an ordinary email, but one that gave the necessary detail in rhyme, song, limerick, or other fun form. As time has gone on, if I didn't get an appropriate or timely response, he started giving me the cold shoulder and putting a little less effort into these emails. When John gave his retirement notice, I knew exactly what I had planned. Somehow I would incorporate the FFFR into this talk. Lo and behold, great minds think alike, you know, because once the COVID-19 restrictions put in the stay-at-home order, John came over on the day he was to get the items he needed. And what did I discover in my office but a notebook full of FFFRs now titled as Hugs for Mr. C for comic relief when needed. Dang it if he didn't get me again. So I think it's only appropriate for me to sign off the celebration with an FFFR just for John. Be advised, my version is way more copycat than an original, but he always appreciates my efforts. There was a counselor named Mr. C who wanted to retire, but he didn't ask me. He turned in his letter and thought it was for the better. Now what will he do without seeing me and you? I hope he stays home or gets a job, whatever his heart longs for, but remembers that all of us at USD 244 wish him a happy retirement as he walks out the door. Thank you for your dedication as a teacher and counselor during your career. not only in USD 244, but in all the districts you work for. You have touched many lives, and your ripple will continue. Congratulations, best wishes, and much love. Wash your hands, hashtag WYH. Okay, students, it's time to line up now. I'll meet you at the door with the stickers if you want one.
Please?
Please. Whoops. Please. May I have a sticker, Judy?
Have a great day.
Thank you. Can I have a blue one,
You
please?
get what you get. You know what we say.
Okay, please.
Have a
Thank
great
you.
day.
Please?
Have a great day.
May I please have a sticker?
Have a great day. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for using your manners.
We love